In this today's video session, we are going to discuss about next string handling function or string manipulating function, string reverse. So in last videos, we discussed about string length, how to calculate the length of the string by using string length inbuilt function, and then how to calculate the length of the string without using string inbuilt function. That program also we discussed, and then we discussed about string concatenation. Concatenation means how to add two strings are attached to strings, and then we discussed about string copy one string to another string. So the next string inbuilt function is string reverse, so that we represented using strreb. So this string reverse is used to reverse a given string. For example, if your string having name, okay, your string having name, okay. So for your string, now I take str. Assume str is your string name. Okay, so string 1. So our string name is str. So now for this str, I store cit. So after reverse, after we use the string reverse function, so after reverse str1 will become tic. Okay, so this one we call as string reverse. For to reverse the given string, so we use a function called strreb. So this one is used to reverse a given string. So syntax for this string reverse function is strreb. Inside this you pass a string name. So next we see an example. So view going to reverse a string. Okay, so first as usual include str.h, find.h, and then if you are using string functions, for that you have to include string.h. While main, so now first you declare a string s1 20. So next enter a string. So for this string you accept input. For accepting we are using getAs. So getAs. So now we accepted the input. So what's our input? So here I took str1, but here in this program we declare string name as s1. Okay, don't get confused. So now I accept input as cit. So now you have to reverse this string. For reversing this string, we call strreb pass string name. So after reverse of string, next you print. So what whether reverse string is get reversed or not. For knowing that one, you have to print that output. So after that s1 will become like this. So your s1 will become tic. Cit will be reversed into tic. So this one function string reverse, by using this string reverse function we can reverse a given string. Okay, next without using inbuilt function you can reverse a string. So next program, without using inbuilt function we are going to reverse a given string. Same thing. So here no need of using string.h. So but for best practice we have to use so main function. So now here for reverse a given string we have to take two strings. One string for input, another one string is used to store the output of reverse string. So for input char s1. Okay, so s1 s2. S1 is for accepting input, and then s2 for storing the output. So in time n is used to calculate the length of the string. Okay, so and then I is for looping to reverse a given string. For reversing given string also we are using looping statements. Printf enter the string, get as of s1, accept input. First you have to calculate the length of the string. We already discussed this program. So n is equal to 0 while s1 of n not equal to null character. Until null character we have to increment the n value. So then inside this n, length of the string will be stored. S1 will be stored. So if you take the same example, so the length of the string, so we already know string always end with null character. So this cit if you store in a memory, so after the cit null character will also store. So but your string length will calculate only the number of characters except null. So here the length of the string is 3. The 3 stored in this n. So now by using for loop we can reverse a string. So we are going to reverse a string. So here which element is present in the third place, that will come at the first place, right? So that's why first we have to find the end of the string. That end of the string is 3. Okay, 0 1 2. Okay, so 1 2 third position your element will be placed. That third position element will be come and placed in first position in string 2. So here that's why s2 of n minus 1 minus I, for I is equal to 0 I less than n till uh, I less than n, I plus plus. Okay, from 0 to n, n means length of the string. So first for s1, s1 of I is what? I value is 0. So this s1 of 0, where if you assume s1 of 0 is c, right? S1, so assume this one as s1, okay, and then this one as s2. Okay. So now s1 of 0 is c. The c will go to third position. So now s1 of I, I is 0 position will be go to here n minus I 1 minus I, n minus 1 is y, n minus 1 minus I. So here we store the value of array value in 0, right? Array counting start from 0, but if you take counting length, it will print 3 characters. So that's why that position is 2 actually here. 0 1 2, this 0 1 2 for this one, 0th value, this third position value will come and placed in 0th value. That's why. So s2 of n minus 1 is length is 3, 3 minus 1 minus I value is what? 0. So n minus 1 is nothing but 3 to side. S2 of second, S2 of second equal to S1 of I, S1 of I is 0. So now here S1 of 0 is C will go to S2 of 2, 2 right? 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So S2 of 2. So here C will go to second position, and then next the same value will be get incremented. I value will become 1. So 1. First we check the condition. 1 less than 3. Yes, condition true. So S1 of I is what? Now 1. N minus 1 minus I. So n minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 I value is now 1 is 1. So 1 1. S1 of 1 and S2 of 1. I will be placed here only. Okay. And then next I value get incremented to 2. So 2 less than 3 is condition true. And then S1 of 2 will be go to n minus I minus 1. N minus 1 minus I. So n value is 3 minus 1 is 1. And then minus I value is 2 0. So now S2 of 0, for S2 of 0, S1 of 2, this t will be placed here. Okay. So and then I value incremented 3, 3 less than 3 condition false, it comes out of the loop. After this for S2 we need to attach null character at the end. So that's why S1 of n equal to null character. S1 of n is last third position, null character will be placed. So after that reverse string, that reverse string value is stored in S2. That's why push test of S2 gets here. So this time without using inbuilt function also we can reverse a given string. Okay. So try to execute this program and then see the output. So next function is string lower. So string lower case, so string upper, string lower. These two functions are mainly used to convert string values from uppercase to lowercase to uppercase, vice versa. Okay. String LWR, it is used to convert uppercase letters into lowercase letters. So if you want to convert uppercase letters into lowercase letters, so uh, I think I explained in switch, no, in switch. So while we are writing the program to find the given number is oval or not, and then to find to print the colors in a VibGuya in switch program. So there the problem is, so we have to enter the numbers in lowercase letter or uppercase letter only. That one we entered in the first printf statements, because of user can enter any type. User can enter that inputs letters in uppercase or lowercase letter, we don't know. So if you want to write mm, write a program correctly, means your program will work correctly. For that you have to test the conditions for, you have to test the conditions for all uppercase and as well as lowercase. So there you have to return a conditions that satisfy both uppercase and lowercase. But now if you are using string lowercase, okay, you can write only condition for lowercase. If the user enters uppercase letters also, you can convert that uppercase letters into lowercase and then check the conditions. So there, that type of programs you can directly use string lowercase. User may be enter any case, you can enter lowercase or uppercase. So you can convert it into any one case, upper or lower, and then test the conditions. There you can reduce the code. So string lower. So this is used to convert the uppercase letters into lowercase. Same syntax. So here it accepts only one parameter s1. So s1 means your string name. So that string it will convert it into lowercase. So here just I return the main code. Okay, void main. So here you have to include string.h, include area st.h and conv.h and try to execute char s1 of 20 computer. So here we take the input as computer, string lower s1, put s of s1, then it will print lowercase computer letters. Okay, and then same as it is. So str upper. So here in str upper, it will convert the lowercase letters into uppercase letters. So small letters into capital letters. Same thing, str upper s1. So computer str upper s1 put s. So computer in uppercase it will print. For converting uppercase letters into lowercase letters, we use str lwr. For converting lowercase into uppercase, then you have to use str upr. If you are using these functions, then you have to include string.h header file. So next one is string n copy. So we already know string copy function. That string copy function is used to convert copy one string values to another string values. But the problem is in string copy, so it will convert and it will copy entire string one or source string values into destination string values. But I want to copy only two letters or three letters, means specified number of characters if you want to copy. For that you have to use string n copy. So string n copy is used to copy the number of characters specified number of characters from one string to another string. Syntax is also same. So but here you have to attach how many number of characters. So that one you represented using n. So here string copy. So s1 is the destination, s2 is the source, right? So destination, source and n specifies the number of characters, how many numbers of characters you need to copy. In string copy it will copy entire string, but here in string n copy if you want to copy only specified number of characters, then you have to use string copy function. S1 comma s2 source destination and then the number of characters used to copy first 10 characters of one string to another strings. So this function take three parameters I already told. So first two are string, third one is integer. So in here you have to specify in integer only this number of characters. Okay. So here an example is there. So char s1, s2 for s2 computer. So now source is s2 and from s2 we are going to copy to s1. So for s1 we are assigned computer. So string copy s1. First you have to specify the destination. Source is s2. So from s2 to s2, how many number of characters? 3. Only 3 will get copied. So in computer we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 characters are there. That only 3 COM will be copied to s1. But if you are using string copy strcpy, it will copy entire computer to s2 to s1. But here we specify number of characters. So that 3 characters only it will copy. So that's why we print both. With s1, in s1 what we have? Only COM. In s2 we have full entire computer. Okay. Okay. If you want to copy specified number of characters, then you use string copy. So next string concatenation, same as string copy. In string concatenation also, it will attach entire string from one string to another string. So it will attach that second string to first string. Okay. It will attach entire string values to the another string. But if you want to attach only specified number of characters, so then you have to use string n concatenation. So add first 10 characters of a string at the end of another string. So many characters you specify, so that number of characters only it will attach string n concat s1 comma s2 comma and s1 is source and first string second string. So which string you are going to concat in that, so many number of characters. So that number of characters we represented using n. So listen in this example. So char s1 is to printf enter string 1, string 2, both string we enter. So concatenation string in str in concatenation comma s2 for only 4 characters. So it concat only 4 characters from s2 to s1. So in s2, for example, if you have 100 characters, in that 100 characters, first 4 characters only cap it from s2 to s1. Okay. So execute this program and then you see the difference. The next last one, string compare. strcmp. String compare is a function is used to compare two strings. So whether for checking whether the two strings are equal or not, or greater than or less than. For checking that one, we are using string compare function. So comparing two strings in a compare model. So it is used to compare two strings. So it gives three results. I already told one is equal result, one greater than result, and less than result. If two strings s1 equal to s2, two strings are equal, then it will print 0. If s1 greater than s2, s1 string having greater than more number of characters compared to s2, it will give positive values. Okay, how many number of characters are increase means are greater, less than means if s1 less than to s2, then it will give negative negative output. Then how many number of characters less than that of s1. Syntax, so just you call string copy pass to strings, both are equal, then it will print 0 integer output. If greater than, then positive, less than, negative results. How many number of characters that it will specify. So listen here. So in this example, so include string dot string a, string dot void main character s1 s2 two strings, means we are comparing two strings in the sense we have to take two input strings. Okay, so enter string 1, get as of s1, string 2, get as of s2. So here for compared to strings directly you don't call functions. So using condition statements you can call the function. Okay. So if string 1 string compare of s1 comma s2 equal to 0, so means if both are equal then we get a result as 0, then printf strings are equal, otherwise strings are not equal. So if you print like this, so example abc pqr, so here it will calculate only the number of characters, compare only the number of characters. So both the characters are equal right here, three characters are there, so s1 equal to s2, so it print 0. So S1 equal to AB, S2 equal to PQR. Here S1 less than S2. Okay, in S1 we have two characters, S2 three characters. So then it will return -1. So here ABC PQ. S1 greater than S2. Here three characters are there, two characters are there. So then it will return positive 1. Okay, so here we are checking only equal or not. So S1 compare, first we compare, we get 0 result. Okay, so then it will print equal. Otherwise you can use else if by using else if string compare of s1 s2 s2 equal to or greater than 0, or you can write s string copy of s1 s2 greater than 0, then it will print s1 greater than s2. Other, and then we call else printf s1 less than s2. Okay, here we are checking only equal or not, that's why we are checking if we checked equal or not. Okay, so without using input function, how you can compare two strings in the sense, first here we written a program for this one. First you have to calculate the length of the both strings, length you have to calculate and then compare. Okay, so that same thing here they did. So first they accept the input for string 1 and as well as the string 2. Okay, so and then next we find out the length of the two strings. Okay, while s1 of I equal to s2, so then s1 of I equal to null character till null character, it will calculate the length of the string. So n is equal to s1 of I minus s2. So if n is equal to s is equal to 0, then printf strings are equal. Okay, otherwise you can calculate both strings length, and then next what you have to do in the sense, next you have to compare both the strings. Okay, if both are 0, both are equal, means the equal number of characters, then you print strings are equal. So here what they did in the sense, so here they are comparing both s1 hyphen equal to s2, so both are equal, then only s1 of I equal to null character till null character, so it will calculate. Okay, it at the end of null character it will count the number of characters, I value will get incremented, after that n. So here n value is what, so n value, for n value we are going to calculate s1 of I minus s2 of I. So both it will check. After subtracting these two, then you get what result, that was stored in n. N equal to 0, your n value becomes 0, then you print strings are equal, otherwise strings are not equal. So this is one way. Another one way is you have to calculate both the length of the strings. Okay, and then next you compare. So if both are after, if you subtract both, then you get 0, then strings are equal or strings are not equal. You can write that program in that way also. So these are the string inbuilt functions so present in our uh, used to manipulate the string activities. So this one is very important question for your exam purpose. So in exam they may be asked explain any 4 or 5 string inbuilt functions, or explain explain string length, particular function name they mentioned, and then ask you to explain. So if they ask anything, you explain the string functions. So in exam, this one is the important question, asked for 8 to 10 marks. Okay. So this completes your string chapter. So in next video, we discussed about bubble shorting and as well as searching techniques. Thank you. If you get any doubts, message me.